lah, if that's correct.
Okay, so you're saying that you're on 1,002 because you looked at the MyFitnessPal.
I look at the what? Sorry, MyFitnessPal. Yeah. So MyFitnessPal is saying
is set by
1,004 or something. Yeah.
So did you try the maintenance in the classroom section that I gave you?
Sorry, again? Did
okay,
I what?
So in the classroom section, you know.
Yes.
Okay, wait. So let me share the screen.
You mean the build to last and then one of the videos? Yeah, I went through that.
Okay, so how to track the maintenance
Excel sheet.
Yeah, so I gave you like a super complicated, but okay, but this is I did also, if you watch the video, I give you an example. You just need to use this one, then it'll be it might make your life easier a bit, where you can fill in your calories. Did you try the Excel sheet?
I opened it, but there is something wrong with I don't know whether my iPad or what, but I can't input anything, but I can see what's there.
You can't input anything. Did you try to make a copy for yourself?
Make a copy for myself. I can't download it. There was two options. Either I download or I view. So I can't download it. When I click download, nothing happens. So I just click view. So when I click view, I can't change any of the
you can't download this one. It's not.
Yeah. It just nothing happens when I click download for some reason.
Interesting. Because I can open it here. I can download. Okay, but I tell you what, I will send you this file to make your life easier. Okay, let me do the calorie. Let me just do a quick calorie for you and see whether this is okay for you or not. We are maintenance calories. So, okay. So how old are you? This
49.
49. Oh, you don't look 49 then.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Your current body weight?
50 right now is 58.3.
Okay, cool. Your height?
166.
166. And then your daily steps is average about what?
Now I've gotten it up to 5,000, not counting the last 2 days lah, where it's only a few hundred because I can't walk.
Okay. All right. Okay, so your maintenance is actually around 1,628.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
How did? Because the app, MyFitnessPal, asked me the exact same question.
Never believe the MyFitnessPal's calculator.
Oh, I thought it runs the same way as the Excel. It's just that it's in the algorithm of the app.
It's my own calculator lah, but if I were to use what do you call this? That's the calculation. If you see in the calculation on this website here, then yeah. Wait, let me open up the Excel sheet and see if I can open it. Yeah. So this one. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. Let me fix this maintenance calculator, and I'll the Excel sheet, and I'll get you to download it again.
Thank you.
Something a bit off as well.
Sorry, but you can download it, right, at your end?
I can download it, but I also can't seem to input the data.
Oh, okay. Because I can't do it also. So so that's how I got the 1,400 something. So it's supposed to be 1,600 something.
Yes. Okay. So right now, assuming your maintenance calories is at 1,628, right? So I would actually recommend you to, again, if you're not in a rush, to actually just try to eat around 1,006, just to find out that you are whether 1,006 is your maintenance calories or not. But okay, the reason why is that once we know if 1,600 is your 0.0, the starting point, then we know the amount of calories. They can actually roughly predict how many calories that you need to be in deficit in, and how much you can take and how much you can consume. So an example would be like, let's say for example, if you need to lose 5 kg, the usual math would be about let's say 7,700 is about 1 kg of
1
fat.
kg
So times it by
times
5.
by 5. Yep.
Yeah. But it's like to be precise, it's actually 8,000 plus calories. But to make your life easier, it's actually 30. We'll make it 38,500. So let's say 38,500. We want to spend it
Yep.
divided by 12 weeks, for example. So you need to be 3,200 calorie deficit per week,
Which is 1 day.
and then you divide by 7, which is 458.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I remember 400 something. Yeah,
okay, so
yeah,
if you were at 1,004,
yeah.
then you would have had to consume 1,000 calories.
That's why that would kill me.
Okay.
That's why I was trying to do 1,002 and then knock off the other 200 neat, which means, you know, the walking and all that.
So yeah, so that's fine.
That was my logic.
Okay, so that logic is fine.
Yeah.
So if you are, okay, let's say minus 458, 458. So 1,628 minus 458. 1,628 minus 458 will be 1,170. So okay, let's assume it's a 1,200 unit B. Okay, so it's at this point in time, if I would prefer actually you will consume about 1,004 and then try to maximize your as much steps that you
Protein.
can first.
Okay.
Steps that you can first before we reduce the calories even further. The reason why is that the lower the amount of food that you eat, the what do you call this? The less nutrients that you're getting from food, especially your micronutrients and everything, unless you're supplementing.
I'm not. That's why I'm thinking of supplementing, because I'm not getting enough protein, clearly.
Yeah. So definitely you need are you taking like protein powder or anything?
No, that's why I was researching today what protein powder is good to take. I just bought something from Amazing Grace. I'm not sure whether it's good or not, but I thought it was okay for a start.
Okay, but if you want a good protein brand that I recommend would be what do you call this? Rule One. Okay, I am working. Are you familiar with Optimum Nutrition?
No, but I saw the R1 on one of the previous posts.
Okay, yeah. So R1 is actually the brand that I'm working with right now. But what do you call this? They have they are usually they're actually the original creators of this another famous brand called Optimum Nutrition. So they're like in the market like 20 plus years already, and then so the brand is super trustworthy and established, trustworthy, and I've actually like looked up in the ingredients and everything. So they have gone for their testings, and it's all good quality protein. And then on top of that, I made sure that there's no protein spiking. So protein spiking is something where a lot of supplement companies like to add useless stuff, amino acids, just to spike up the protein content. So for general population, like for you, if you look at a bag of a protein, a bag or protein container or something, and then you see 25 grams of protein, you say, wow, this is 25 grams of protein. And then it's cost about, let's say very cheap, like 100 plus ringgit. So this must, so 25 grams of protein, 100 ringgit, wow, why shouldn't I buy, right? Okay. Instead of the established brands that is selling about 200 plus, close to 300. So this, unfortunately, a lot of local Malaysian brands are guilty of this as well, where they spike the amino by filling up with a lot of non-essentials amino acids, just to make it like the protein content is higher.
I see.
So let's say, if you are, there's no way to really know the exact amount of protein you're getting with the amino protein spike. But after reducing like some of the proteins, I did like a 2 protein brand reviews on my page, where I think after you deduct like from that, you get about 12 grams instead of 25 grams. At least, that's a minimum that you might get. That's the ones that I can see. You might get even less than 12, which sucks. So if I'm purely consuming 25 grams of protein, you're consuming that spiked up protein. my progress is going to be more than yours. And then you're more likely to lose muscle mass as well because you're not getting enough protein and you're wasting money.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so
yeah.
If you want to try that rule one, I can give you a link as well. But also, you're free to look at other brands as well, like Optical Nutrition, MyProtein, because you want to find brands that suits your taste profile. Like, and then if you can find that those ones that sell samples as well, it would be great. So you can play around and test. This is that with my code, you'll get about it's cheaper than ON, and then you get additional 5% at checkout.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you, whether you had some kind of a discount link.
Oh, yeah, I got.
yeah.
Let me send this here. Where are you? Where's my? Okay, so that one here. Okay. So the only thing right now is they're still working on their Shopee store, but the promo code can only be bought on their website. So
on their website.
Yeah,
that's
so
fine.
This is my promo code, and then this is Ruan's website. Proceed. Okay. So yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you can get it from there. Though. There's a lot. They have a lot of flavors. So they have the blue one, and then are you lactose intolerant?
No, I saw the blue and the red. Yeah, I was wondering what's the difference.
So
it's just lactose.
Yeah. So the blue one is whey blend. So you get what do you call this? And it's good enough for people who don't have lactose intolerant. Long story short. Okay. So it has a higher amount of lactose inside the protein, but the amount of protein is the same. Like for the R1, the orange one is a bit more expensive, where because they've gone through a further distillation process to get the lactose out. So that you're just left with a lot more protein and not a lot more protein, a lot less of lactose.
Less lactose.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I don't need the red one. Yeah.
So you can get a cheap one. Okay. Another thing
good.
that I should help. Okay, another thing that I'm also preparing for you is that I'm creating a success tracker to help you out as well. So that means week 1 is what you need to show roughly what you need to achieve. Oh, sorry, week 1 to week 3, what you need to roughly achieve. Week 4 to week 6, what you need to roughly achieve until week 12. So that will give you like somewhat like a clear, rough idea on what you should be aiming for. So right now is I've got like 50 tabs on right now. I'm trying to find the right one.
Hey, but my leg is so bad. I don't think I can do another exercise session for.
Okay, yes, that's that. Okay, now it brings me back to. I'll show you later. Okay, so that brings me to another part. Do you have any beetroot supplements?
Beetroot.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of that, and no, I don't have beetroot supplements. I have beetroot in the house, but I don't have the supplement. I use that for soup.
Yeah, make it as a soup or drink it as a drink or whatever. But it won't be like a lot, but it will help a bit with reducing DOMS. That's one. Okay. But it is useless if you don't get enough protein also lah. And then second, no matter how painful it is, you must walk. You must walk.
Really?
Because it will get
the blood flowing. I thought it will make it worse.
No. It will get the blood flowing and you will recover a lot faster. So if you are sedentary, you are going to make sure that you're going to recover a lot less. Our body recovers better when there's blood flowing to whichever.
I see. I walk so slow now because my knees can't really bend.
It's okay. So you'll notice. Yeah, you notice that after,
I do a waddle.
It's okay. You notice after maybe like 15 minutes, you'll feel that the pain is a bit reduced. Okay. So no matter how much it hurts, just walk a bit.
Just go for a walk.
You want the blood to flow.
Okay.
But if so another way, I mean, if you have access, you can use a bike with very little resistance to just get the blood flowing.
I can hardly bend my legs. How to use bike? But anyway, I'll walk around the block. That's fine. I'll waddle around the block.
And then it becomes more like a habit as well, where you get your walks in, and then so you get your steps in, and then you recover faster. So and then it brings down your cortisol level as well. So it's a win-win-win.
Okay. Okay. I thought I was supposed to, really rest and let it heal.
So another. No. Even let's say when you're injured, when you sprain your ankle, when you sprain your ankle, right?
Yeah.
It's actually encouraged for you to walk. No matter how, if you can tolerate the pain, if you can walk, you recover so much faster.
That's new for me. Okay, I didn't know that.
So like my girlfriend hiked Everest Base Camp. So
wow.
Yeah, she sprained her ankle. She had to keep walking, going out, hiking.
Wow.
So this is just a personal experience to support that claim. The claim that I saw, that I was taught as well. So so it would have taken her a lot longer to heal, but she healed in about a few days only because she just kept walking.
Okay.
But the pain was terrible, lah. So no need to say lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So point is,
got it. I'll walk.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So then cooking, calorie tracking for a non-cook. Okay. So what it isn't easy because I'm not so familiar with what goes into it. They should cook more often and more into. Okay. So in this kind of situation, right,
I'm trying to break it down basically into how much chicken, how much rice, how much sauce.
Okay. So
this is correct, right?
This is a good approach. Okay, so let me share. So this is a good approach, but if you are, what do you call this? If you are always wary at 20%.
Again, if I'm always wary at 20%.
Worry. If you're always like, no, not worry. W-A-R-Y, wary. If you're wary of the amount, it's always a good measure to add additional 20% because legally in our country is not bound by it, but legally in the US, the manufacturers have a range of 20% for margin of error when it comes to their calorie. What you see in the calories behind. So if a chicken, they say is roughly about 300 calories. For all you know, it could be 360 calories.
360.
All right. So if a serving of a pizza is like 1,000 calories there, potentially, I'm not saying it is, potentially it can be 1,200 calories.
I get you, yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So if you're, but most of the time, if you are consistent, so if you're consistently ordering from the same place, and then you notice that, hey, why my weight is gaining? So that means there's a margin of error. So you just put about 20%. I
am kind of doing that.
Okay, so that's
because
good.
I don't trust my tracking anyway.
No, that's
because I'm not actually weighing it, right? So I'm eyeballing and thinking this should be roughly this weight because I don't cook, but I bake. So I roughly know how much volume of a certain thing is equal to how heavy. So I eyeball it that way lah.
That's fine.
So because I don't trust that, so I just be conservative and add on a bit more when I log my food diary.
Yeah. So
that's about right lah, yeah?
Yeah, so about 20% is good enough already.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
But this is a good practice. Just keep it up. Another thing is that during your fat loss phase, try to limit your food choices to maybe like top 5 places to order out or top 5 places to eat out or something like that. So because the only reason is that too much options, too much variation can what do you call this? Make your life a bit harder because if you're consistently ordering from the same place, you can roughly know the macros already. So you can just copy and paste in MyFitnessPal. Yeah, so but on the off checks, but let's say for example in the future where you have an event to go to, you have like let's say a buffet outside, or you have like Valentine's dinner. There's no way you have no idea what how many calories you're consuming or whatever, right? So what I would do is that in that day, I would try to, I would do like, only for that day, I'll do a bit of intermittent fasting where I only have protein in the morning, maybe like very light lunch, just to make sure I'm not hungry. I'm slightly hungry only. Yeah. But then I have, let's say 1,800 calories, 1,000 calories for dinner.
Yeah.
But because I need to say that because this is not a sustainable approach, I'm only doing it on the days where I know I have an
Special
event.
occasions. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Making
But
space
if
for the event
yes.
lah, basically.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
after that, so even so when you do this, even if you
Mm.
overeat, you won't the amount that you overeat won't be too much anyway.
Mm.
So mainly, let's
Yeah,
say for
yeah, I get
because you
you.
want to save some calories from the morning and lunch, right? So
Mm.
if you overeat a bit for dinner, the damage
Yeah,
will not.
it's okay lah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I get what you mean. On the try to limit it to 5, a little bit hard because whenever we order in, it's for 6 people. And then all these 6 people have got their own desires to eat from whatever. And typically you order from one place for everybody, right? But yeah. I get what you're
Okay, it
saying.
doesn't
So
be
try
5,
to,
it can be 6, it can be 7, it can be 10. But as
but
long
try
as you
not
have,
to, yeah,
yeah. So as long as you
not
have
so
a
many.
list, yes. So that's what I like to do, lah. Right?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Then
The
and
other thing I wanted to highlight, but this one is not so immediate, is actually beyond our first month. But I'm going for a 1-week trip to Bali end of March and a 2 weeks trip to US in April. So I was going to ask you, when you go for this sort of holiday, do you just try to do maintenance and then make sure
yeah.
you don't go back to square one and then that's it, right?
Okay. So again, that depends
No
on what.
exercise, fine, right?
No. Okay. So
How to exercise when
okay.
you're holidaying?
Right. So okay. So that is depends, really depends on my expectation. Second, what is my pace at that point in time? Do I need to be at a lighter weight for a certain competition? For example, I have a competition coming up in May where it requires me to be at a lighter weight because that's why I can run.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah,
So but I do have a holiday coming up in April.
yeah,
And
yeah.
sorry, end of April. I'm also going to Bali as well.
Oh,
Okay. So
yeah.
in that kind of scenario, how I would do it for myself is that I'll be dieting quite I won't say severely. It's just that maybe I'll be an additional calorie deficit up to the Bali point, holiday point. Yeah, so
Oh,
then I will increase my calories during the Bali trip to maintenance.
so you're trying to make up for it before.
So I don't, but even then, I'm not like extreme. Let's say for example, if I need to be in a calorie deficit, so because my maintenance is high, 3,000, 3,002. So if I need to be in a deficit, I can be 2,000, 2001, and I can still function, I still be good. So maybe instead of being at 2,000, 2001, usually on a deficit, so I will probably reduce it to 1,008, maybe. So let's say for example, 1,007, 1,008, 1,007, 1,008. Okay, so I have like additional, let's say for example, 400 calories additional deficit from that. So I might suffer
Okay.
a bit. I might suffer a bit like before the Bali, but at least that Bali trip, because I'll be eating in maintenance, because I'll be eating more carbs, because I'll be getting more rest mentally and physically, my diet fatigue will also go away. So this is something what we call a diet break. That's
Okay.
something that is coming up in one of my videos lecture soon.
Mm.
So diet break is a period of time where you are bringing back to your new maintenance. So let's say, for example, to make your life easier, I am current. Let's say, for example, assuming I'm 100 kg. So after 8 weeks of dieting, I've dropped to 92 kg, for example.
Mm. Mm.
So at 92 kg,
Uniqueness.
okay, so that means my maintenance calories from 192 is a bit different.
Yeah.
Not too much, maybe like a few hundred only. So maybe I started out at 2002, maybe my new maintenance is at 2008, for example, or 2009. So I will be consuming my calories at 2008, 2009, 2008, 2009. But the non-negotiable that I will do when I'm on holiday is if I cannot get a workout in, my step count must be high. So that means I will just
That's no problem because whenever I go for holiday, we walk like crazy. I realize it's like 15,000, 20,000 a day.
So that's one. And then so then what I will do is that on the day of the trip, depending on my time, my flight, so I will get a very quick workout in before my flight.
Oh.
Yes. So even like half an hour, 1 hour, like even a half an hour workout just to cover everything. So that means even for 1 week trip, at least I got my one workout in that 1 week already. And then
Okay.
so if I can get a workout in I mean, usually when I plan my holiday, I've already planned where the gym is going to be. And usually if I know the hotel has a gym, so I will use a hotel gym. So for I'm talking about for normal people, I would suggest this on the day of the workout itself, you try to get one workout in at least before you fly.
Okay.
And then
This is so you don't deteriorate during that period.
yes, you can go up to 2 weeks plus to 3 weeks. So you can go up to 2 weeks plus, and you still won't lose muscle mass. That's true. That's true. That's 100% true.
Then okay, ma.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's completely fine. But I like to make it like at least a habit where, because the longer you go without a workout,
Yeah.
the harder it is to start back.
Oh, so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, it's going to be a slippery slope, and I want my clients to go to enjoy themselves. So that means that if you are already working out, let's say in that week, you're supposed to work out 3 times a week, right? At least you one workout in.
Yeah.
You still okay, what? Okay, if you're doing it, so you come back, you just continue 3 times a week. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay, yeah, the Bali one I wasn't so concerned because it was 1 week. I didn't think it's too bad. It was the 2 weeks US one that I was thinking it's a bit long, and whether it's okay to then not do any strength training for 2 weeks and
okay,
not deteriorate. It's fine, right? So long as you walk.
As long as you walk and you keep your protein high, that's one.
Oh, why is the protein important if you're not doing any strength training?
Protein is something that you have to do required to hit on a daily basis. It doesn't matter whether you're working out or not. Just like how you need to be in a calorie deficit every day, your protein has to be will have to be hit every day, because our body goes through something what we call muscle protein synthesis. There is something our bodies is constantly going through a process called catabolism, the process of breaking down muscle, anabolism, the process of building muscle.
Okay.
So when your body is more catabolic, so you are going to be losing muscle mass. When your body is more anabolic, you're going to be maintaining or building muscle mass. So if you go too long and one way of maintaining your muscle mass and keeping your anabolic high is making sure that you, number one, keep your protein high. Number two, making sure you do your strength training. So if you're going to take the strength training out of the equation, to slow the loss of muscle, you have to keep your protein high.
Oh, like that. I thought 120 is my normal day. And then when I exercise, I actually need more because you are trying to kind of patch up the muscle. That was my understanding of how it works. No?
No. Just to be clear, protein target is something that you should be hitting on a daily basis, but you give yourself a range. So for you, maybe 100 to 120. When you can hit 120, you whack 120. But when you cannot, like hitting a bit low, maybe you go for 100 grams.
I see. This is new to me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Okay. Yeah. So once that action tracker is done, that success tracker is done, I will put it in the group, put it in the Skool group. Then you can just download it.
Thank you so much.
Cool. You have any questions?
No other questions. All good.
Okay. So for now, this week you should still do your workout whenever you can. If you're working out 3 times a week this week, you should still work out. No matter if it's sore, then the one that you're doing is full body. I gave you, or I can't remember, full body or
the one I did day one is quite full body, yeah, upper and lower.
Okay. Then if you need to, you can rest 2 days, 3 days, but try not to rest too long as well. Even if it's just go with the flow as well, because this is your first week. You're not supposed to go full retard anyway. You just get used to the movements and first, and then get a technique right, and then next week you try to beat. So essentially, let's say week 1, you try to be at intensity 5 out of 6. Week 2, you try to do intensity 6 or 7. Week 3, try to be at intensity 7 to 8, something like that. But once you hit intensity 9, then that's your limit. Don't go beyond 9, 8.59.
Okay, because my first session was really slow because I keep on looking at the videos to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So I think the thing stretched for more than 1 hour. So
Okay, so an advice for me to give you that is that before the workout itself, go through the videos first,
I did,
one by one.
but I wanted to, you know, make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
so
the form is correct. Yeah.
So second is that again, this is what the first week is for anyway. That's why you go
Yeah.
like so you have
Yeah.
a rough idea of what the technique is. Then when you come back, then you know. So
Then the other, sorry.
sorry, what was it?
The other thing I realized is also with free weights, there might be errors in terms of how you do it in the form. So I think that was your point when you said if possible use gym equipment, it's better, right? We were discussing whether dumbbells and
Oh,
own
right,
body
yeah.
weight is sufficient versus
So
using like gym.
so beginners, I mean, usually I'm not saying dumbbells or machine is better, but in terms of beginner friendly, machine is a lot easier to be more beginner friendly.
Because it controls your movement better.
Yes, okay,
And
but
form.
there's a pro and con to it, lah. Like with dumbbells, you're able to the movement is so it's called free weights. So so you're not stuck in one certain position. So like certain machines, you might be stuck in certain position that might not fit your range of motion. So there's a pro and con to it, lah. But
Okay,
when it
okay.
comes to form in the beginning, machine will be a lot easier to use, but the dumbbell, as long as the movement is not complicated, few sections is okay already.
Okay lah. So long as I'm not getting injured, it should be more or less correct already lah.
That's the.
I'm trying to keep in mind that I'm supposed to keep back straight, lock my hands when I'm doing my dumbbells and all that. So
Okay.
it should be okay lah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I do have some machines in that gym, but it's sometimes occupied. So that's the thing why I didn't want to have a whole entire exercise program based on machines.
Share lah.
Huh?
Share lah.
Try what?
Share.
Oh, share.
This is gym etiquette. So it's a public space. It's okay. It can be scary, yes, but you just say okay. The worst thing this guy can say is just, or he or she can say is no. Just go up to this person and say, hey, is it okay if we share this equipment? Person says no, then move on. The person says yeah, great.
I thought it was just simpler running on dumbbells. Then I can do it whenever I want. No excuses of seeing somebody there and then I don't do it for that day.
Okay, but if you see like 4 people sharing, 3 people, 4 people sharing one machine, right? Okay, move on lah. Just go to another machine first. You can also do if you need to, you can do other movements first, and you can come back to that movement later on.
Itulah, that's the thing I'm trying to avoid. So that's why I asked for a dumbbell one, because I just thought it was easier to execute without waiting for people and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
So it is. If you have dumbbells, you have adjustable bench, you can do almost everything already.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
So eventually you want to progress, you should try using machine as well.
There is some in my gym, but it's just that I was telling you that's the reason why I asked for. Hang on now, just let me show you. So we have. Can you see? This is my gym.
Mm-hmm.
So they do have equipments like that.
Yeah, that's great actually.
Yeah, it's all right, but it cannot do the exercise that you gave me the first set. This was the list of exercise on that machine. So I was trying to compare. It doesn't have the ones that you're asking me to do. It has a machine, but it's not super chunky lah. And there's usually people there lah. So that's the thing lah. So never mind. I'll stick with the dumbbells first. I think it's working okay, so long as I don't injure myself. So far so good.
Okay, and yeah, so you always want to work with eventually once if you progress further, you want to work at intensity. The range you should be working at is 7 to 8 out of 10 intensity, and then
okay,
very like close to failure, but not to failure at all.
Yeah, I remember watching that video. Yeah, cool. You're saying something about a certain number of reps in the tank.
Just leave it about 2 reps left in the tank, you'll be good.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Got you.
All right. Okay. I think that's it. So I can also use this for the Q&A recording later on. Okay, cool. If there's any more questions, do you still want me to? Okay, you know what? I will still need to reply you on the Skool group so that everyone else can see what I answer as well. Yeah,
And
but
you're sending me the
more,
Excel.
and I will send you the Excel as well. Oh no, I will upload
Okay.
it in the. I will upload it in the Skool group as well. Then I will let you know.
Okay, and the link on the protein is
Here in the chat.
is in the chat. Okay. Okay, I can't see the chat. Okay, now my presumably it will still be there after you end the call, right?
Yeah, okay. You see it?
Yes. Just let me. Okay. Got it.
So R1 risk, that's the promo code.
Say again.
So yeah,
What
the promo
risk?
code is just R1. So R1 and my name is
RIZ.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's great.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna end the call now. Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.